Hey, it's Amy Brown from The Bobby Bone Show. Join me in supporting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for a chance to win a trip to meet Megan Maroney at the 2025 iHeart Country Festival in Austin, Texas on May 3rd, hosted by Bobby Bones. We're going to hook you up with tickets, flights, hotel, food credits, and a meet and greet with Megan Maroney. Take action now to support St. Jude and help cure childhood cancer, and you're going to be entered for a chance to win. Visit iHeartCountryTrip.com to learn more.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Exploring the Unknown with Rebecca and Shay. Taking stories from today's news, Rebecca and Shay will explore everything from the paranormal, supernatural, the strange and unusual, unsolved mysteries, and more. Join them as they delve deep into the unknown and mysterious, taken from news headlines. Water cooler chat with a paranormal twist. Only on Paranormal Buzz Radio. Hey, girlfriend, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Shay?
Doing good. It is hot as hell here.
Yeah, it's summer, isn't it?
Yeah, but we're having I think this is our third day in a row with heat advisory. It's so bad.
Yeah, we've had a heat advisory out here, too. It's been warm, for sure.
They can't see my hair, but I let it dry. I'm letting it dry down, and it already looks like I put my finger in a light socket.
Pretty creepy.
Yeah, this is it. And I realized today that when I brush it all out, it goes past my ass. And anybody that knows me, I have a really big ass, so the fact that it loops around.
It's a pretty long hair there, Shay.
I know. It's crazy. That's my fun little tidbit. How about you? Anything new with you?
Well, I know they don't see the video, but I've got this cat that is just like all up on me today. And yeah, this cat. He's something else. About a week ago, he ended up stuffing his tail into the candle wax warmer, and he had his whole body coated with candle wax. So we've been calling him Candle Cat.
I'm gonna call him Candle Ass.
Yes, like 4 inches of his tail with solid wax, and so we've been trying to work this wax out of him, and my daughter's been pushing me to just shave him, and I'm like, no, I don't want to shave him. And that's
why he didn't move his tail out of the candle. He was trying to melt it for you.
Well, see, that last night, that's what I was going towards. Last night, I lit a candle, and he stuffed his tail into it and wouldn't move his tail. His fur was catching fire, and I finally had to move the candle. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe he was trying to help you out.
I don't know. He's a special cat here.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, let me help her. I'll melt the wax off my ass.
Right? Maybe that was part of his plan. Yeah, I kept trying to push him away from the candle, and he kept pushing himself back towards it. I don't know. He's something else, this cat.
Oh, wow. That is too funny. Oh, man. I think that's the hardest we've laughed on this show, and we laugh a lot, but...
Yeah. Yeah, that fuzz. At least he smells good. I mean, the wax smells really good.
Well, see? You gotta teach him there's better ways to clean his ass. Sorry. Oh. And now I'm crying.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Let's see. Do you think we can pull ourselves together and away from the talking about the cat's ass long enough to do a story?
Well, we can try.
We can try. Oh, it just sets the tone for the story.
Right? Exactly.
I don't know how much we're going to be able to make fun of this one, so we had to get the laughing out ahead of time.
Yeah, for sure.
Ugh.
So this one actually looks like a really interesting story. I'm kind of excited about it. So anyway, this one is called 5 Scientific Explanations for Spooky Sensations. It was published in the Smithsonian Magazine, October 30th of 2019. Let's see. 'Tis the season, I guess in October, to celebrate the supernatural, whether that means visiting a haunted house or donning a spooky costume. But while some might scare themselves silly in the name of Halloween fun, 42% of Americans believe ghosts are for real, according to a 2013 Harris poll. The belief in ghosts date back to at least ancient Mesopotamian times, and it seems to have lodged itself in the collective psyche. But in many cases, science can explain what might seem like a message from beyond. Here are 5 scientific explanations for encounters with the supernatural.
Dun, 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 dun.
The fear frequency. Just below the range of human hearing, infrared sound can cause some strange sensations. Humans can't hear sound below 20 hertz, but some people subconsciously respond to lower frequencies with the feelings of fear or dread, reports Jennifer Olette Forgismondo. In one account from 1998, engineer Vic Tandy of Coventry University spent a night in a lab believed to be haunted. He and his colleagues experienced anxiety and distress, felt cold shivers down their spines, and Tandy even reported seeing a dark blob out of the corner of his eye. And it turned out that there was a silent fan creating sound waves around 19 hertz, the exact frequency that can cause the human eyeball to vibrate and see optical illusions. When we finally switched it off, it was as if a huge wave was lifted, Tandy told Chris Arnott for The Guardian. Well, now that's interesting.
I know. I already knew that one because they put sounds at that frequency in horror movies.
Oh, yeah.
To bring on that scare factor.
Interesting. I knew about the frequency. I just didn't know that it would cause people to see optical illusions.
Okay, maybe I didn't know that part, but.
I mean, yeah, I did kind of know about the frequency, the sound type thing, but like I said, I didn't realize it would cause people to see optical illusions. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now I've got some places I want to go back to see if they had that frequency yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's ever tested for that in some of these haunted locations.
No. It's a good thing, though. It's a good thing to do, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is unusual electromagnetic fields.
Now, we all know this one, but it's a good one.
I think we're pretty well aware of this one.
Yeah.
Electromagnetic field EMF meters are commonly used to identify electrical problems. They're also a staple of the ghost hunter's toolbox, reports Erica Smith for Refinery 29. Neuroscientist Michael Persinger thinks normal variation in electromagnetic fields could be a possible explanation for supposed hauntings. He tested this theory in the 1980s by having people wear helmets that delivered weak magnetic stimulation. 80% of his subjects said they felt an unexplained presence in the room when they wore the helmets. What's more, famous spooky spots like Hampton Court Palace have been found to have unusual electromagnetic fields, reports Neil Dagnall for the Conservation.
Yeah, that can create the same thing we just talked about in the other one, and more.
The whole fear cage effect, and it can cause hallucinations and all that stuff, and that has been proven. And that's honestly, that's what I bring the EMF detector for, is to test to see if there's high EMF levels, you know. And in fact, last weekend I was on an investigation, and they're like, "Hey, investigate the basement of the hotel. It's really freaky down there." And I got down there, and literally the box for the electrical stuff was huge. I mean, like one of the biggest electrical boxes I've ever seen. And the EMF detector redlined standing 1.5 feet away from it.
Yeah. So imagine what it's like right above that box on the next floor.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 1.5 feet away from the box, and the thing is redlining all the way. You know, it's just like, okay, so anytime you come down here, this area is going to feel really bad to you.
Yeah. Yeah. We investigated an indoor old home. Nobody lives there anymore. And it was part of a multi-complex. We're going to put it that way for the show. Okay. That the EMF was so high everywhere you went, and it was such a what's that word? Like a funhouse effect. Oh, in it, that I said, we're skipping this one, this building, because there's no way, inside and out, the whole place. It was crazy. So, right. Yeah. No, I agree. Like I said, I bring the EMF so I can test for that stuff. I mean, I've got a really old school EMF that beeps when it redlines. That's all it does. Is basically it beeps when it redlines, and it's really easy to check for EMF. So. Have you ever tested, those radio alarm clocks? Next, if you ever go to a place and you see one, because normally it's an alarm clock, it's next to the bed. Right. Especially the older they are. Right. I was going to say, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've been, I know what you're talking about, but I don't think I've actually tested one. Yeah, it'll show you. It's, especially the older ones. Oh, yeah. They're crazy. Yeah. So. I bet. Yep. So this next one is carbon monoxide poisoning. Which, it should be common sense, but... Yeah. On a Halloween episode of This American Life, host Ira Glass and toxicologist Albert Donay unearthed an old ghost story published in the American Journal of Ophthalmology in 1921. As recounted by Mrs. H., her family moved into an old house and began experiencing what seemed like paranormal activity. The sound of footsteps, strange voices, even feeling like they were being held down in their beds by an unseen person. Meanwhile, the houseplants were dying, and Mrs. H's children felt weak and suffered from headaches. A quick investigation revealed that a faulty furnace was filling the house with carbon monoxide fumes. Carbon monoxide poisoning can cause hallucinations and sickness, explaining all of their symptoms. Even after the furnace was repaired, the haunting stopped. Yep. Yeah, that would. Because I guess you're not. I was going to say, if you're not dead. Right. That's also a side effect from carbon monoxide. If it's a small leak, it can just affect you and make you feel sick. Yeah. So I think that's what I liked about old school ghost hunters when they first came out, because they went through houses and really looked for that kind of thing, the high EMF, carbon monoxide and stuff. Yep. I do too. That's what I liked. It really showed responsible investigating. Right. So. Exactly. Oh, this one's a hopefully, since this is a scientific article, hopefully this article's on my side, because this is a trigger for me.
Okay, we'll see. Sleep paralysis. The most common explanation for a ghost sighting is sleep paralysis. Sleep specialist Priyanka Yadav tells NBC's Diane Mapes the body is naturally paralyzed during REM sleep, but the feeling of paralysis can cause terror if experienced while awake. Sometimes the body and brain get their wires crossed, and a person can experience a few seconds to a couple minutes of waking paralysis, which is often accompanied by hallucinations. Yadav says the hallucinations can involve anything from spiders to ghosts and are usually characterized by a feeling of dread. When someone reports a quote-unquote haunting that happened right around bedtime or after waking in the middle of the night, and that they were so scared they couldn't move, it's enough for Yadav to diagnose a case of sleep paralysis.
Yes. Thank you, Yadav. Whatever it is.
Yeah, Yadav. I don't know. Not really sure the name.
I mean, I understand sometimes this can really happen. Something comes into your room and holds you down or something. But since there's a scientific word like sleep paralysis.
Right. And, you know,
people don't know what to call it, but it bugs me. It's like saying, how about saying that happened. You had this encounter, a demon came into your room or alien came into your room while you were sleeping and held you down, but now we're going to call it cancer. It doesn't make sense because it's a medical, sleep paralysis is a medical thing. So, like, not that my lonely, whiny voice is ever going to get people to stop calling it that, but it is a trigger for me.
Yeah, I can see why, though.
You know, again, OCD, it does not help.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think you're right that sleep paralysis could explain quite a few things,
yeah.
but it doesn't explain all of them. And there are some people who have definitely woke up from the middle of the night to a ghost.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but it's just the wording again. You know me with my words.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get what you're saying, because I think sometimes they think that a lot of the disagreements in the paranormal field are just different words.
Yeah.
You know, we're using different words to describe the same thing.
Yep. Yeah, I think so too. So, ooh, this is going to be another good one.
Okay, so this next one, the power of suggestion. This one's a real one, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Social psychology might have an explanation for reported hauntings that the natural sciences can't resolve. Refinery 29 reports that one study found the power of suggestion to be strong enough to make people believe they witnessed a supernatural event. Participants watched a video of a purported psychic supposedly bending a key with his mind. The people who were exposed to positive social influence, meaning that an actor in the group said they saw the key bend, were more likely to report they saw the key bend too. Participants who were in a group with naysayers and skeptics were more likely to doubt the validity of the trick. But just one person's confident assertion that they believed the psychokinesis was enough to make others believe it as well.
Yeah. I believe that, and I also don't believe those people are purposely lying. They don't realize.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why, like, some of the groups don't like to say what they've seen. They want, because of that effect, they don't want to tell people, oh, I saw this or that or the other, because then everybody's going to say, oh, yeah, I saw that too.
Especially group mentality.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm sure we've all fallen into that at one point or another. So.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sure.
So I don't mean it badly, but I agree.
I think it's just something to watch out and be aware of, you know. I mean, especially when you're out investigating, just, you know, thinking about group mentality and the power of suggestion. Yeah. You know, sometimes I've had teams where, okay, everybody saw something. Okay, stop. Write down what you saw, and then we'll go over it.
Yeah.
instead of, having one person say it and everybody going, oh yeah, I do too, me too.
That's another good idea. That's why a lot of people say make sure you have a pen and paper with you when you're investigating. One of the reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I like those.
Yeah, this was a good list. Good list, very well thought out. Yeah. A little bit more than the goosebumps I was expecting them to talk about.
Yeah. So, I liked it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I won't speak for Rebecca, but I really think more teams should take this stuff into consideration. A lot of teams I know do, but not all.
Yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot too. This one was definitely food for thought when going into an investigation for sure.
Yeah.
So.
See, it was a good thing we got all our laughing out in the beginning of the show. We had nothing to make fun of. Right?
Exactly. This was a good, well thought out article.
It was. I think this is my favorite article in forms of scientifically and how thought out it was, and there was nothing we could make fun of.
Yeah, this one was, like I said, it was just such a well thought out article and wasn't really making fun of ghost investigation, but really kind of giving food for thought of different things that it could be. And like I said, I really think, these are things that you should review when you're at a location.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. I agree. So you guys need to let us know what you think of this article.
Yeah, totally. Continue the discussion in the Facebook group, Exploring the Unknown with Rebecca and Shay. And if you have an article you want to share, definitely let us know and we'll give you a special shout out.
Hell yeah, we will.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yep, thanks.
To contact the Stomp Out Bullying Organization for resource management, call 1-877-NO-BULLY. That's 1-877-662-8559 or visit stompoutbullying.org for both resources and to make donations to the foundation. To report national child abuse, the hotline number is 1-800-4-A-CHILD. Again, that number is 1-800-422-4453. Then push 1 to talk to a hotline counselor. Remember the 3 R's of reporting child abuse are recognize, respond, and report. For the domestic abuse hotline, call 1-800-799-7233. Again, that number is 1-800-799-7233. For the Veterans Crisis Line, call 1-800-273-8255. Again, that number is 1-800-273-8255 and press 1. For the Women's Veterans Call Center, call 1-855-VA-WOMEN. Again, that number is 1-855-VA-WOMEN. Help for Homeless Veterans Line is 877-4-AID-VET. Again, that number is 877-424-3838. Or visit va.gov/homeless. For the National Human Trafficking Hotline, please call 1-888-373-7888. Again, that number is 1-888-373-7888. It's a 24-hour line, it's confidential and toll-free. For the teen line, call 310-855-4673. Again, that number is 310-855-4673. Or text TEEN to 839-863. Again, text TEEN to 839-863. There are teens helping teens from 6 to 10 p.m. nightly. All other hours are handled by adults. For the National LGBT Hotline, call 1-888-843-4564. Again, that number is 1-888-843-4564. They serve callers of all ages, youth and adult, and there are peer counseling information and local resources available. To contact the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network or the RAIN Foundation, call 1-800-656-4673. Again, that number is 1-800-656-4673. Are you in crisis? Text HELLO to 741-741. Again, you text HELLO to 741-741. The crisis text line is free, 24/7, and completely confidential. To contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, call 1-800-273-TALK. Again, that number is 1-800-273-TALK. 1-800-273-8255. Or visit the website suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Red Nacional de Prevención del Suicidio. Llame 1-888-628-9454. Y otra vez 1-888-628-9454. Para más información, visita prevenciondelsuicidio.org. Help break the stigma. If you or anyone you know has been experiencing suicidal thoughts, please seek help. Suicide is not caused by weakness or a lack of courage, but rather by having been strong for too long. 90% of suicides are caused by treatable and or temporary mental illnesses. 4 out of 5 people will suffer from a mental illness in their lifetime, and every 40 seconds, someone dies by suicide. Please know that you mean so much to me, to all of the people in this foundation, and we may not know you, but you are part of our humanity family. Please reach out to get the help that you need.
Hey, it's Amy Brown from The Bobby Bones Show. Join me in supporting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for a chance to win a trip to meet Megan Maroney at the 2025 iHeart Country Festival in Austin, Texas on May 3rd, hosted by Bobby Bones. We're going to hook you up with tickets, flights, hotel, food credits, and a meet and greet with Megan Maroney. Take action now to support St. Jude and help cure childhood cancer, and you're going to be entered for a chance to win. Visit iHeartCountryTrip.com to learn more.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.